that very finding may be applied to the another field, other setup, and see how the practice can be improved, whether the teaching practice, the learning practice, educational administration practices. So Pavlov developed his theory, the physiological setup, the physiological angle, the theory. But the finding of the Pavlov's, the theory of Pavlov was used in military science also during the World War II. So they used the dog, hungry dog, they conditioned the hungry dog with the cannon. Once the cannon appeared, dog go near to the cannon, and the dog got the very explosive items bounded to their body, and it got exploded. So wartime the military practice is possible. Now in the educational setup, there are so many of conditioning has been and is being practices to improve the teaching learning practices. And the next function is the generalization. To give the findings, get the wide range of validity. This is the function of the research. So these are the background. Now, just before this session, a very good session was going on by the Professor Gupta and the thesis foundation. So these are inductive thinking. Similar kind of informations are bring together or get logical conclusion through the similar kind of the information and get the one. While there's another kind of deductive approach, deductive reasoning. Am I audible? So, hypothetical deductive approach. I am talking about the deductive one. These are some already a theory existing, and other information, new knowledge is being deduced from that very theory, through the law. For example, force, Newton's second law of motion is force equal mass into acceleration. So mass, it is a law. Now deduction can be done that if the mass will be doubled, the force required will be doubled. The force will be doubled, the acceleration will get doubled. Such kind of knowledge can be created. So that is called deductive. While the hypothetical deductive approach need the existing theory, very sound existing theory, group of theories to predict, to make the intellectual guess, a hunch regarding the new problem. The researchers have identified the gap, the knowledge gap. To bridge that very knowledge gap, he or she tried to guess with the help of what? With the help of the existing theories. And these existing theories need the review. As much as more review, the more the sound hypothesis will be formed. So the already theories are existing, and now it will undergo to the hypothesis testing, and that is why it is called the top-down approach. So when he involved the researcher, he adopt the hypothetical deductive approach. He need review. His research will become the basis based on the review. So I am not going much more regarding why the review will be required, because already why the hypothesis, how the hypothesis, sound hypothesis will be created, formulated, because it already has been discussed in the previous session. So this approach is the method of science. So one more thing is a philosophical basis of the review-based research. Hegel's dialectical reasoning. Hegel said these are triad: thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. Once the thesis exists, it means the literature exists. The theory in form of literature, various theses are available either in the single quantity or more than one. In course of time, the researcher or the knowledge creator, you can say, he or she wander over, rather the review over the existing thesis and as well as the new bunch of informations through his research. He or she review the new circumstances. He reviewed two kind of review will get the review. One, already existed laws, and the second, the new kind of circumstances he or she reviewed. And that way it became the antithesis. Dalton gave the definition of the atom. The atom is a tiniest particle which is indivisible, cannot be split. It has no part. Later on, Bohr has given Bohr model. Later on, another model came. These all were based on the review. Whatever the knowledge was existing, through the review, the researcher tried to find out the gap, knowledge gap, and either reject the existing thesis or partially rejected. There is a new kind of knowledge is generated through the antithesis. It in the form of antithesis. I'm not talking about the 100%. There will be the anti. The contrary result we will be able to got. The researcher will got. But the bridging the gap, knowledge gap, bridging the unanswered question will create the antithesis. And this thesis and antithesis got the integration, and again there is a review between the thesis and antithesis, and which result in synthesis. So here the Higgins confirmed this title given to me to discuss the review-based research. So whenever I teach the PhD classes or the PG classes, I emphasize over the more review, most vast review, so that these Hegel's dialectic reasoning can be more extended, can be more strong. So Aristotle's system theory, I have already regarding system approach, I have there is a no component approach. There is the whole system, whole is greater than sum total. The researcher is studying one component, another researcher is studying another component and another component. So that will be not the incomplete, that will be not the complete knowledge. Whatever the knowledge will be created will not be the complete knowledge. So we should apply, the researcher must apply the system theory. Again, this system theory require the approach of review-based research, and that will be the more valid knowledge will be created, more generalized, sound generalization will be made. So there is an example, the four men and the one elephant. One man perceived the elephant as a pillar, another man perceived the elephant as a wall. The third one perceived the elephant as a sword. And fourth one perceived as another kind of. So that is not elephant. The knowledge of all four men will be integrated. Then the complete knowledge of elephant will be created. So here again, this approach, the system theory approach, required the review-based research. The next one is the criterion validity. Till date, or the most of the time, most of the researcher knows that the criterion validity, they have some confusion or this half knowledge. The validity is meant for only the instrument, the tool of the study. The validity also for the research, for the design, research design also. So once a researcher conducting the research, whether it is valid or not, it is sometime explained through the yardsticks of others researchers. For example, there was so many COVID vaccine was being developed with a different lab across the globe, and the finding of one vaccination was being evaluated with the finding of other vaccination in the other country. So again here the criterion validity required the review. The establishing the criterion validity will need the review-based research. So therefore, now what the review-based research can do, what it intend, analyze the previous researches, existing researches. Researches means the finding of the researches, the design of the entire methodology of the research, which also the population and the sampling, entire things, and the synthesis, which already I have discussed in the Hegelian triad. It seek a pattern. What type of pattern is getting shaped for a particular field, for a particular behavior? Suppose the teaching attitude. So many researches is being done, already have been done. What sort of pattern get the shape? Which got the more domination? Which got the under domination? And what kind of the assumptions were taken for a teaching attitude? And the review-based research make the generalization, try to make generalization, which later on can be technically explained as a universal validity. Researches on intelligence started at Stanford, and it was established that in 1905 that there is a positive correlation between intelligence and the achievement. Now, whatever the findings was gotten at Stanford was being, and now till date through the researches, different researchers are trying to identify the nature of the relationship between the intelligence and the achievement. So this achievement, the findings of every populations from across the country, across the continent, and among the contributors. So the review has the capacity, has the ability that that very theory that there is a positive correlation between the intelligence and achievement got moved to universal. For example, a small g and the capital G, coefficient of gravitation and the gravity acceleration due to gravity. Capital G is a universal. How it was established? It is a universal coefficient. It was tested on each and every, I know, so I cannot say that each and every, but the larger different topograph, different in the space in the on the surface of Earth, and then the combining the all findings, and it was made conclusion that the capital G, the coefficient of gravitation, is a universal. While the G is not, or G vary. This is the knowledge. G is vary. G small G vary. This new theory, this theory also getting one kind of universalization. So the here in such kind of the pursuit, review-based research is required. Now the confinement, there is a two kind of research: the exploratory research, which try to explore quite new kind of knowledge, while the confirmatory research confirm the already existed theory. What it do? In the confirmatory research, the researcher take one theory, suppose the information processing model of the Jerome Bruner or the Pavlov conditioning, law of conditioning, and it will be in the new setup, the new among the new population, different population, whether the theory is fit, test of goodness we say in the chi-square, whether it is fitting or it is not fit, or how much it is fitting. Confirmatory research require again the review. It is based on the review. How? Because the researcher will go to the literature which include the theories which he or she intend to confirm or disconfirm. So there is a cycle of the confirmatory research theory, then the hypothesis will be formulated through the data observation, that is the data. It will be theory will be confirmed or disconfirmed through the analysis, and a new kind of what kind of the patterns will emerge, will be find, that will be through the confirmatory research. And the researcher might have some difference between me and other researchers also, as per my review of the different experts of the research around the world. I found that the content analysis study, it too also based on the review. Already the textual items are created, already textual data has been developed. Now, if further rigorous analysis, it undergoes to the rigorous analysis with the different angles. For example, someone is analyzing the literature, NCERT book, social science book, regarding the gender perspectives, with the gender perspective. And then maybe the other different perspectives, how the locally contextualized the book is, the text is. So these, the entire process, though the data will be collected, here the content analysis study will, without the review, cannot be completed. Just see the procedure of the content analysis. Research question. Research question will be identified through the research. Review of the research. It needs the basis of review. Population and sample. Population and sample doesn't mean the only the individual, the person, the human being. Population means the textbooks of the different author, the different publications, maybe different newspapers, maybe conversations, public domain documents, maybe examination scripts, maybe. So, and the context of the text. Type this is a typo here. Context of the text. In what context a particular the material has been developed, and what context the researcher intend to analyze, and defining the unit of analysis. A logical unit means logical set is a meaningful bunch of the informations or the whatever the stuff in the text form. Then the coding and categories of the analysis. In the researcher, in his as per the operational definition of the variable, he or she will develop a code system, and according to that he or she will classify the entire data, and then the data will be analyzed as per the objective of the research, and finally the inferences will be made. So these all process goes through the review. The content analysis need the review literature, and the very congruent to the review based research is the meta-analytical approach. Meta-analytical approach, suppose there is so many researches already done to study the relation between the intelligence and the achievement. So then, to see what I have told before, that to see the aggregate finding, what will be the combined result if the suppose that the 50 studies or 100 studies or 1000 studies have been done. So therefore, this kind of approach is 100% based on review, meta-analysis, the analysis of analysis. Analysis, a researcher analyze in her thesis, in the research pursuit, that data will again analyze. The finding will again analyze to develop a complete kind of knowledge. I cannot say the perfect kind of knowledge, but the complete kind of knowledge. So here in meta-analysis, there is a process of meta-analysis, and before that, what kind of result can be combined? Narrative integration. Narrative integrations in just the whatever the findings has gotten, that may be briefly put up in a particular research paper and tell that this research has found so, this research found so, such kind of some kind of comparable, we can say, or the conformal kind of the study were taken out, and there was a narration was made, and each findings were combined together. Another one is the frequency count of the significant findings. Significant, which one got the significant findings, which was not significant, how many study, found the significant finding, significant relationship between intelligence and the achievement, for example, not significant, and the significant in another direction, just the frequency count. And the third one is aggregated indices of the strength of the finding. So this is the most important aspect of meta-analysis, that the strength of the relationships, the strength of the methodology, and the overall, above all, the strength of the finding is established through the meta-analysis. So it has there is a method of meta-analysis. Basically, it is a method of statistics, but based on review. It can be summarized through the 4 basic steps. One is the identification. Identification of what? Identification of all pertinent articles. All pertinent research has already been done. And then there is so many technology is now nowadays is being used to review the literature. For example, the Medley. So these researches which has already been done, maybe the unpublished research findings, studies, MPhil, PG dissertations, and other project reports, research project reports maybe. And the second step will be to select the right one, which is right, which is matching with the objective of the researcher, which can cater which can able to make the researcher able to achieve the objectives. So that there will be the selection of the study for these various kind of populations are taken, various kind of variables are taken, various kind of the methodology, and some descriptive, some causal comparative studies, some experimental design study. So which one will be most suited? That will be in as a prior. It will be decided by the researcher in the meta-analysis. And then the abstraction. These abstraction making one kind of the generalization, combining the study, and then abstraction here also that these are how many researches in what context has been conducted and organized, and through that what sort of the generalization are made, and then on that very basis the analysis. So it may be a two kind of analysis. The study we got two kind of, one is the homogeneity, another is the heterogeneity. So the researcher will set some particular design or model to conduct the meta-analysis. So these meta-analysis has some scopes. When the review literatures, the past researches, their findings will be integration with the help of location of the study. The one study, but I have already discussed about giving the example of intelligence test at Stanford and getting the different topology, its generalization at a different topology, and the consideration of methods quality. Method quality is referred to how the sampling was done, how the instrument was taken. So these are how it was standardized, and accordingly the conclusion will be made, the new knowledge will be created. Now the potential biases might be in terms of the researcher, reviewer himself or herself, he just only delimited with his or her access to the literature which is available to him or her nearby, left the far distance available literatures. So there is a need of the most vastness whenever the meta-analysis is being done. Most vastness is required here. Now at last I say that there is a requirement whenever a researcher is organizing or conducting a research based on review based research. He or she must have the intellect quality is the convergent thinking. The critical thinking ability she or he must have, and above all the inductive deductive thinking. So these were the introduction of whatever the title is given to me. I just now want to conclude now with these again the words of the Rig Veda, and that let the knowledge come from, let the novel thoughts come from all sides, so that you can make a very novel kind of society, novel kind of perceptions to the human society and to the world. So thank you very much. If there be any question, I will welcome. Mr. Sir, over to you now. I have concluded, respecting the time also. Now, if there be any query, I will welcome.
Thank you, sir. Participants, do you have any queries? Please put down in chat box. By this session, we are thorough with today's presentations. Now we will meet tomorrow at the same time. In the meantime, you will receive a link for answering questions. There are few questions that is basically you have to go through and you have to submit it by 5:30. Thank you.